Happy Labor Day, everybody. I hope you're having a good one, enjoying yourselves, getting a little peace and relaxation in today before you go back to the grind tomorrow. Today we are talking about Cardi B versus Candace Owens. I don't know how many of you guys have seen it yet. Cardi B went and met with Joe Biden, did Cardi B stuff when she was with Joe Biden, and then Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro had a podcast about Cardi B and her encounter with Joe Biden. I cannot wait to break down the spat that has started over this. It is absolutely comical and inspiring. So we're going to break that down. That's what we're doing today, guys. I'm Jared. This is RedRacer Video, formerly a car vlogger. Now I'm an independent citizen journalist. Thanks to you, the viewers. These videos are from now going forward brought to you by RedRacerVideo.com. There are still 3 links in the description if you would like to donate to the channel, but starting today, these videos are brought to you exclusively by RedRacerVideo.com. You can purchase our unmasked t-shirts at RedRacerVideo.com. 3 new shirt designs coming. I have unmasked hoodies. I just got to get the rest of them before I load them on the site. But there's a lot of stuff coming. We've got some really awesome mugs coming too. I'm really excited to get those on the site. Thank you everybody who makes this possible by purchasing things at RedRacerVideo.com. Link in the description. And again, if you still want to donate, they're in there too. All right, here we go. So Candace Owens, I love Candace Owens. For those who don't know who Candace Owens is, you got to get caught up on who Candace Owens is. She is beautiful in every state of, every what's the word I'm looking for? Man, I'm having a mental lapse today. In every meaning of the word, I think is what I want to say. Wow. Anyhow, Candace is insanely sharp. She is ridiculously sharp. To anybody that has not seen her speak, if you try to debate this woman, or if you go out there and try to argue her, or if you go out and try to insult her or try and make her look dumb, you're going to lose. I can't think of, and please guys, in the description or in the comments, let me know, has anybody ever seen Candace Owens get it handed to her? Have you ever seen anybody out intellect Candace? I haven't seen it. I don't know if she took debate in junior high, high school, and college, but she is sharp. Black woman, I feel like it's important to mention that because Cardi B also a black woman, so we cannot have any racial arguments inside of this. This will be very easy to dissect, in my opinion. Candace, though, very smart. Cardi B, not very smart. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say what it is. Has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that Cardi B is an absolute moron. She is scum. She is rotting the minds of our children. Any and every single person who listens to her music, who endorses her, who says that she is anything more than an absolute scumbag, I'm sorry, but your morals are completely twisted. And we're going to get into more of this in the video, but this is a very, very amazingly powerful illustration of how far our country has strayed from morals and values. I've mentioned it in previous videos. I'm part of the problem. I remember being like 15, 14 when Loonies, I Got 5 on It. You guys remember that song? I still listen to it to this day. But I remember going to Circuit City. I don't know if you guys remember the Circuit City stores. They went out of business back in the day. But I went to Circuit City when you could first listen to headsets and preview the album you were going to buy. I wanted Loonies real bad. I wanted that album. I had my mom listen for a minute, and she was like, there's no way on earth I'm buying you this music. This is terrible music. I talked my mom into buying me that music. And for a lot of years, I was all about rap music. And the rap music that is singing a lot of the same lyrics that I now am sickened to my core by hearing. But again, I say that to illustrate just kind of the process and the path that they took us off on. And it worked incredibly effectively. With all of that being said, I'm going to break down a few of the things that Candace kind of has she's at odds with Cardi about. Cardi's flipping out, saying that Candace and Ben Shapiro were attacking her, and all those kind of things. She's playing the victim, right? What Cardi B, and I'm not going to break this whole thing down, she said a few things that were just insanely idiotic and that really kind of paint the picture. And so I'll do that really quickly for you guys so that we don't have to go off on huge tangents here. I don't really need to break all of what she said down because, like I said, she's a mindless idiot. And I don't care if that sounds insulting because she is. So while she was interviewing Joe Biden, what she basically did was give a whole bunch of moronic wish list items. What are we going to do for black? How are you going to keep black people from being killed in the streets? Ignoring the fact, this is, again, I'm stealing all Candace's information here, so I'm not trying to sound like the educated guy who's out thinking Cardi B, even though I could with my brain turned off. But Candace Owens went on to dissect everything that she said insanely well. She asked how they were going to protect black people. what he was going to do to keep black people from being killed in the streets by police officers. Ignoring the fact that 94% of 94% of African Americans that get killed, or black Americans that are killed in the streets, are killed at the hands of other African Americans. She talks like there's this big divide and the cops are just out assassinating black people. It's not what happens. Are there some bad cops? Absolutely. Are there some people who die in the hands of officers unjustly? I'm sure that there are. But all of these recent cases that they're using to spark all of this violence, the majority of the public, and by the majority of the public, I mean the people who still rely on their local news and Facebook headlines and things like that for their news, those people have absolutely no clue what actually happened in these cases. If you guys don't follow Officer Brandon Tatum, go look him up on Insta or on YouTube. He's phenomenal. His videos are all short, 10 minutes. Talks a little faster than me, believe it or not. But he is an ex-officer. He does a very good job of dissecting all these things and showing us how the officers in these cases were very little, if at all, at fault, and how they should not be receiving any of the scrutiny they're receiving because he was a former officer, but they do it anyway. Sidetrack there, but Candace Owens did a very good job of pointing out the fact that Cardi B is meeting with a president who is using her as a tool and is making a fool out of her. Joe Biden, for again, those that aren't aware of this, many of you already are, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, or however you say her name, they have signed on to and have been a part of mass incarceration of black Americans. It's mind-blowing the amount of people that they put in jail and the laws that Joe Biden put into effect and the amount of people that Kamala Harris, while she was involved in law in California, I mean, she made her name putting black people in jail. I think Judge Joe Brown said it best. People called her Mrs. Lock a Brother Up while she was in, I think she was the Attorney General for California or something like that. I can't remember now. But that's how she made her name. So the fact that Cardi B is siding with these people who are known for incarcerating black people, is standing with them, trying to convince America, and make no mistake about it, this is what I don't like about what happened. Candace gives Cardi B credit in this interview, or she went live on Instagram, and in that live, Candace actually said that she wants her to wake up and not be used as a puppet, and that she played herself. I think Candace has given her too much credit. I think Cardi B knows exactly what she's doing. She is part of the cabal. She's part of the problem. She knows that she is brainwashing our children and our young people. She knows it. She knows exactly what she was doing by meeting with Joe Biden. So in fairness, I think Candace gave her an olive branch that she didn't earn or deserve. But going a little farther, much of what Candace said were just inconvenient truth bombs. Do they sound bad to people? Yeah, they don't sound good. And again, some of the people in this video probably are upset by the fact that I'm clowning Cardi B and calling her names. I don't care. And Candace doesn't care either. Candace says it like it is. Many people think she's too abrasive. I don't think she is. I think she just cuts to the point. She doesn't have time to tiptoe around the tulips and try and work her way around people's feelings. She just says it like it is. She did a very, very good job of that. The fact that anyone would side with a rap artist, and the fact that we even call her an artist is a stretch for me, but the fact that anybody in our country, anybody, would side with an artist or a rapper or whatever she considers herself that sings about her wet WAP. Look at the song WAP. I'm not going to repeat it, even though Candace did, and I probably should. I shouldn't care, but my kids still watch these videos. Now a lot of you guys don't appreciate the language. But the fact that somebody is even siding with her or like putting her up on a pedestal like she's a somebody, and ignoring somebody like Candace Owens, who is prettier than Cardi B, smarter than Cardi B, better spoken than Cardi B, it goes a long way to show us how sadly brainwashed a lot of the people in this country still are. And I think that some of you are probably watching this going, man, I can't believe you're still going on about all this. But I need to be. That's what's sad. That's what's scary, is the fact that we've actually got to dissect this and point out to people, rapper hood rat singing about her wet or insanely intelligent black woman who is smart, speaking fact, trying to stand up for black people, trying to empower black people, again, or hood rat rapper that's trying to make black people be the victim and empower black people to go kill each other while defunding police who are actually helping the black people. Really quick, another side note. The cities with the worst crime rates, The cities where 94% of black people are falling victim or being killed by other black people. 94% of those deaths are at the hands of other black men and women, or black, I think it's just black men. I don't know how many are women. If I'm being sexist by not including women in the death stats or the murderer stats, I apologize, but it's just really indicative. It's sad that we are going to hold that person up on a pedestal when Candace is so phenomenal on every single level. I don't know what anybody could not like about Candace. I don't get it. I really don't. My guess right now, and this is why I'm kind of droning on about this whole subject, to those of you, again, that are kind of like, man, I can't believe we could have a 10 or 12 minute or however many minute video this ends up being over Cardi. My estimation is that there's probably 15 to 25% of our country still under that spell. That's why we're still talking about this. That's why we're still going on. That's why I'm giving you scenario after scenario to show you, do we support this person in our country or do we support this person in our country? Which one is it? It's pretty easy for me. I'm with the one who's not telling people to burn down buildings, not telling people to kill people, not singing about her wet, and I'm just not with that. Again, there was a time where I was young and dumb and, you know, the rest of that. And I was into that stuff then. I was driving around in my lowered truck with 22-inch wheels bumping rap music to sing about that stuff. I don't anymore. I'm not saying I'm smarter or better or anything, but I am more mature. I am more wise. I've seen more stuff. And in 2020, we've all seen why this stuff is absolute poison. How anyone could still, again, I'm going back a little bit, but how anybody's helping make her rich is beyond me. Stop making stupid people famous. Stop making stupid people rich. Start standing up for the people who are actually standing up for good values. There are a few people in Hollywood speaking up and are happy about what's happening to Hollywood. They're being outcast. They're the people who have been called crazy forever. We've got young, intelligent women that are in politics sticking up for the majority, sticking up for the silent majority, sticking up for the people who don't want to destroy this country and burn it down. And what do people do? They attack her and say that she's attacking Cardi for good reason. Really quickly, before I forget, I don't know if you guys saw it, but today Candace Owens tweeted, "No, I will not be speaking at Cardi B's funeral to those who have asked." So make no mistake about it. I'm guessing that between Candace's video and me making this video and Candace posting what she posted on Twitter, I'm guessing Cardi B came back with something ignorant and they're now going to continue this feud, but it's phenomenal. I hope you guys follow along with that. At RedRacer Video on Instagram, I know I haven't said that yet. At RedRacer Video on Instagram, I posted the video where Candace goes off and tells her about what she thought. Go watch it. It's phenomenal. Really quickly here, let's go a little bit farther. Oh, I wanted to say one more thing. Cardi, you played yourself. But again, I don't think it matters because I think you know exactly what you're up to and you know you're part of the bad guys. You're with the insurgents that's trying to destroy our country. But if you're not, you played yourself. Let's see what else I had on here to bring up. Okay, here we go. We're going to close this out. I don't have a whole bunch more to say, and this is what I want to say in closing. Our president has been very, very vocal in recent days and in the last month or so about the fact that Obama and Biden spied on his campaign, and they're not letting that up. They're going to go after him. Mark my words, it's coming. I know there's still people out there who think nothing's happening. It's happening. It's absolutely happening. There was something that somebody posted today, and I'll be completely forthright here. I try to always be upfront and honest about my shortcomings. I don't know exactly how this plays out, but I saw a tweet today that was very, very, it got the wheels spinning, and it got me excited. When Obama goes down for treason, and he will go down for treason, make no mistake about it. Obama will go down for treason. When he goes down for treason, not only will his title be stripped of him, but all of his executive orders, all the judge appointees, and anything else that he did while he was president will be null and void. In the comments, guys, let me know how true that is. I'm going to go do a little research on my own, but I got a lot of research to do, so I don't know how quick I get to that. But imagine that for a second. Everything that Obama did was undone because he gets caught. He's already been caught for treason because they finally go through this process and burn him down for treason. Everything he's done, all of his judges, everything is gone. Think about the purging of our country that will create. Think about the cleaning of our country. Think about all of the horrible things they did while they were in office, him and Biden, that will just be null and void once they go down for treason. I know it feels like we are still in the thick of it. And I've got a note in here, guys, we are nowhere near being in the clear. But things are progressing as they should. These Democratic scumbags, and there's a plenty of Republicans too. We know who they are. We know which Republicans in Congress do nothing. They have allowed our president to get destroyed for 4 straight years, and they could have done a lot more. They sat by idly and watched it happen. Just like Lindsey, he gets on TV and he talks all big. This needs to happen. I can't believe this is. Then he does nothing. He runs interference. He talks big, does nothing. All of the Republicans in Senate, not all of, but a lot of them have allowed this to happen. So when I say Democrats, I mean bad Republicans too. We are nowhere near being out of this. We are nowhere near being in the clear, but this is progressing the way that it should. 100% progressing the way that it should. Everyone's being exposed. Even the Republicans, the rhino Republicans that I just mentioned, are being exposed. The Democratic mayors, governors, the people in power, the bad Republicans, all of them. They would not be burning our planet to the ground if they didn't know what was coming. Imagine for just a second, how could all of these things be happening in an election year when Donald Trump is our president and he has done so much positive for our country and there are so many people going after him? Why would they be going after him? Why has there been such a media concentrated effort to destroy this man? Why have they ignored all of the Hollywood stuff, the pedowood stuff, all of the child trafficking? There's like 40, 50, 60 kids a day, it seems like, that get rescued from child trafficking. And the mainstream media says this much about it. No coverage. No questions of Kayleigh McEnany. No questions of the president. No questions of the vice president. No questions of AG Barr. No questions of anyone about the child trafficking that's being exposed. There's no questions about the people that have been arrested. All the hundreds and hundreds of Antifa and BLM activists that have been arrested. No questions. Nothing about that. They have continued to call rioters and looters protesters and demonstrators. We are waking up, folks. I know there's a lot of people out there losing patience. We've got this. We are fine. We are going to be fine. Just relax. Stick in there. Continue waking people up. We are picking up steam by the day. I have lost so many friends over this, and I'm telling you guys, almost every day somebody comes around. It seems like maybe not every day, that might be a stretch, but every day I get messages from people saying, I'm awake now and I wasn't. Every single day. Every single day that happens. And they're coming from all across the country. We are in this together. We are way, way, way stronger than people want us to believe. Stop buying the bullcrap being peddled to you by these false idols. These absolute morons in sports and entertainment. They are all idiots. They are all purchased. They have sold their souls. There are very few of them still looking out for us. Listen to your instincts. Listen to your friends, your family. Open minds, open eyes, open ears. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just begging you to think. I love you all. RedRacerVideo.com. Keep an eye on the channel. Before I go, really quick, new girls' colors. Gray, red. One more new girls' color. I'm calling it Dolphin Blue, but it's got a new name. It's like Bondi Blue and White. Thank you, everybody, for the support. I will see you guys on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day. United we stand. Red Racer Video. Thank you, guys.